Okay guys, so this is Thursday's extra practice, multiplying mixed numbers using area models. So the directions here says draw a square, break the mixed number into a whole number and a fraction, cut the square once vertically and once horizontally to show the smaller areas for the whole area. Multiply each section to find the partial products, then add all the partial products to find the total. Check by converting mixed numbers into improper fractions and multiplying. So we're gonna do 2 1/3 times 3 1/2. So I'm gonna break each one of these mixed numbers up into a whole number and an improper, and a fraction. So 2 1/3 gets broken up into 2 plus 1/3. And then I'm gonna break up 3 1/2, 3 plus 1/2. So I'm multiplying these. So you're gonna multiply this 2 times the 3 and this 2 times the 1/2. Then you're gonna multiply this this 1/3 times the 3 and this 1/3 times the 1/2. And you've done this in multiplication, multiplying whole numbers. So it's not that hard. You just gotta keep track of what you're doing. So I'm gonna draw this rectangle out to show my area model, okay? And so I'm gonna put this first number on top. So here's 2 and here's 1/3. And then this second number down here, 3 1/2, okay? So then I'm gonna split this to show my areas. Okay, so in this one, or in this box right here, it's 3 times 2, right? Which equals 6. Okay, in this box, it's 1/2 times 2. 1/2 times 2, which equals 2 over 2, which equals 1 whole. And then in this box, it is 3 times 1/3, which equals 3 over 3, which also equals 1. And then in this box, it's 1/2 times 1/3, which equals 1/6. Okay, so those that I circled are all my partial products. So you're going to add 6 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1/6, which equals 8 1/6. So to check this work, you can flip these into improper fractions and multiply across. So 2 1/3 as an improper fraction is 3 times 2 equals 6 plus 1 is 7/3 times 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7/2. And then I multiply them across. So 7 times 7 is 49. And 3 times 2 is 6. So then obviously you've got to convert this into a mixed number to see if it equals this 8 1/6. So 6 can go into 49 8 times, which is 48. So you'll have 1 left over, and that goes over 6. And it's the same one. So this is, it's tough, but if you stay organized and you draw your rectangle out over here and break it up and do each of the products in the box and then add your partial products together, it should be okay. You may have to, this one worked out pretty easily because these are both whole numbers, but you may have to eventually find common denominators to be able to add, which is why it takes a while to do this one, which is why you only have 4 to do. So go ahead and print this out, and or you can just do the work on a piece of paper and then save your work so you can check your work on tomorrow's Google Classroom page. Thanks, guys.